If you've been learning English for a while and still don't feel confident speaking, this is your wake-up call. In this video, you're going to learn a powerful shift that can change your English journey forever. It's not about adding more books, more apps, or more grammar rules. It's about doing the opposite. Less study, more speaking. That's how fluency actually works. And if you're serious about improving, hit the like button right now, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our daily English trainings. Let's break out of the study trap and start speaking for real. Let's be honest. Most people who try to learn English do the same thing over and over again. They study vocabulary lists. They memorize grammar rules. They fill in blanks in their textbooks. And they wait. They wait for a magical moment when they'll suddenly feel ready to speak. But that moment never comes. Why? Because fluency doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from doing more. It comes from using what you already know. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't sit down with a grammar book when you were 2 years old. You listened. You copied. You repeated. And slowly, you started speaking. That's the formula. Input, imitation, output. But when it comes to English, most people skip the output. They stay in their head. They stay with the books. And they wonder why their mouth stays silent. Here's the truth. You don't need to know everything before you start speaking. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a huge vocabulary. You need courage. You need consistency. And you need the right habits. That's what this is about. We're going to give you a simple, powerful routine that will help you stop overthinking and start talking. Even if you're shy. Even if you make mistakes. Even if your English isn't perfect yet. Especially then. Let's talk about the trap of passive learning. This is where most learners get stuck. They watch videos. They listen to podcasts. They read articles. And that's great. It builds your understanding. But it doesn't build your fluency. Fluency doesn't grow when you just absorb English. It grows when you use English. When you speak it. When you struggle with it. When you find your own voice inside it. So here's the shift. Instead of studying for hours, speak for minutes. But do it every day. Speak out loud to yourself. Describe your day. Talk about what you're doing. React to things you hear in English. And shadow real English. Just like this video. When you shadow, you repeat what you hear. Right after you hear it. You copy the rhythm, the tone, the music of English. This is the fastest way to make your brain and mouth work together. Now, you might be thinking, but I have no one to talk to. That's fine. You don't need a partner. You can be your own partner. Talk to yourself. It might feel weird at first, but it works. Say what you're doing. Describe what you see. Practice small conversations. Ask and answer your own questions. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And the less afraid you feel when a real conversation happens. Let's get practical. Start each day with a short shadowing session. Pick a short clip in English, maybe from this channel, and repeat what you hear out loud. Don't worry if you miss words. Focus on rhythm and flow. Do this for 5 minutes. Then, switch to personal speaking. Talk about your day, your plans, your thoughts, anything. Out loud, not in your head. Speaking in your head doesn't count. Throughout the day, keep using English. Name things around you in English. Describe simple actions. Turn your thoughts into speech. It doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is movement. Fluency is like a river. It needs to flow. Don't build a dam with too much thinking. Just speak. Now let's talk about mistakes. Most learners are afraid of them. But here's the truth. Mistakes are part of the process. You can't speak fluently without speaking badly first. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner. Every smooth sentence started as a messy one. So stop waiting to be perfect. Start being brave. Make your English loud and messy. That's how it gets strong. Also, don't fall into the perfection trap. Some learners won't speak until they know the exact right word. But native speakers do this all the time. They pause. They change their words. They say, you know, or like, or what's the word? That's normal. That's real. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be understood. And you will be, if you keep going. Let's go even deeper. One powerful technique is called personal repetition. Take a sentence you heard and repeat it. But then, change the details to match your life. If the sentence is, I went to the market this morning, repeat it, then say, I went to the park this morning. Then change it again. I went to the library this morning. This turns passive input into active practice. You're not just copying, you're creating. You can also use what we call speaking loops. These are small, daily routines that help you build fluency. For example, every morning, you could do this. Shadow for 5 minutes, then speak freely for 5 more minutes. In the afternoon, talk to yourself while doing a simple task, like cooking or cleaning. At night, review the phrases you used. Don't just think about them. Say them again, out loud. This is how you build real fluency, not with long study hours, but with short, focused speaking bursts. It's not about quantity. It's about quality and repetition. You don't need new content every day. You need to repeat the same useful content until it becomes part of you. And here's the most important part. Keep it fun. If speaking English feels like a punishment, you won't stick with it. So make it playful. Be silly. Talk to your pets. Imitate characters from shows. Make funny voices. Tell jokes. This isn't school. This is your life. Make English part of it. Not something you suffer through, but something you enjoy. Now, if you're thinking, I don't have time, think again. You don't need hours. You need moments. A few minutes here. A few minutes there. The key is to do it every day. Fluency grows like a plant. Not all at once, but with water, light, and care every single day. If you skip a day, don't quit. Start again tomorrow. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. And don't compare your progress to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people speak quickly. Others take their time. That's fine. This is not a race. It's a relationship. You and the English language. You get to decide how close you want to be. But closeness comes from contact. Daily, simple, natural contact. So here's your plan. Stop trying to learn more. Start using what you already know. Speak more, even badly, especially badly, because bad English becomes good English. If you keep going, speak to yourself. Speak with videos. Speak in the mirror. Speak in your room. Just speak. You'll be surprised how quickly things change. Your confidence will grow. Your vocabulary will become active. You'll stop translating and start thinking in English. Not because you studied more, but because you spoke more. That's our formula. Study less, speak more, and trust the process. Now it's your turn. Comment below and tell us, what's one thing you're going to start saying out loud today? What part of your routine will you change after this video? Share it below. And if this helped you, send it to a friend who's learning too. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell. And remember, we've got new English training every single day. Don't miss it. You're not just learning, you're becoming fluent.